Hi guys! So welcome back to this week's reading vlog. This week we're going to be reading Happy Place by Emily Henry and I'm so excited. It's taken me so long to get to this book and I feel like I'm very late to the Emily Henry game, so I'm very excited. This book is about Harriet and Win, and they were once engaged, now have been broken up for about 5 months or so, but they're hiding it from their friends, and their friends and them are going to stay in this beach cottage in Maine that they've always stayed at, but the kicker is that the cottage is being put up for sale and this is their last week there. So Harriet and Win were gonna break it to everybody that they've been broken up, but now that the cottage is being put up for sale, they are going to hide the fact that they have been broken up to let everybody have a good weekend. So I'm very excited to get into this book. I'm only on chapter 5. We'll see where we end up. I'm gonna go to dinner with a friend, so I'm not really gonna film that, but I'm very excited. And sorry if you can see this weird thing on my face. I got a facial, so I'm not allowed to wear makeup or anything, and it's just really bugging me. But anyways, I'm very excited. This reading vlog, I'm gonna cut up into bits and pieces because I feel like the last one, it was kind of confusing to know where I was at in the book, and I want you guys to be able to almost follow along with me in these few chapters. So right now I'm on chapter 5, and I will check back in and let you guys know what chapters I'm on, so then you guys can kind of almost read with me. But yeah, I'm very excited for this book. The writing style is just so hilarious, and her inner monologue is so good. I'm just very excited. This dialogue and the writing is just so beautiful. I'm just so excited. It feels so refreshing. I feel like it's taken me a few times to get to a book that I'm really, really excited to just continue reading because the writing style is just so good. But yeah, I'm gonna go to dinner. I'm gonna hopefully read later and chit chat with you guys. I will see you guys very, very soon. So I'm very excited. Hey, hi guys. So I'm currently getting ready to go to a baby shower right now. It's the next day. But I have some thoughts. I absolutely love this book so much right now. The dialogue is perfection. The characters are so funny. I love Parth. He's hilarious. There's a scene with Cleo, and Sabrina says to Cleo, "Oh my god, you're so gorgeous." And he goes, "Oh my god, I'm so gorgeous." Parth is hilarious. I love him. And Win is just the perfect male main character. Sorry, I had to say it. He is so great. I absolutely adore him. And Harriet is hilarious. She is the epitome of internal monologue from an actual real person. She is so funny. There was a quote in here that I thought was really good. It's the end of chapter 9. I'm currently on chapter 10. She says, "He's become my best friend the way the others did. Bit by bit, sand passing through an hourglass so slowly it's impossible to pin down the moment it happens, when suddenly more of my heart belongs to him than doesn't, and I know I'll never get a single grain back." I thought that was really beautiful. Emily Henry's writing is just so incredible and so poetic. I'm adoring her writing right now. So, very, very good. They're staying in the cottage. Not much has happened, super big. They're staying in the same room, her and Win. So that's going kind of awry. She got really drunk the first night that they were there, and he had to help her, and she's overthinking everything. She doesn't know if she likes him or not. She's getting jealous even though she shouldn't be. It's all true human emotion, and I absolutely love it. And upcoming, I'm going to New York in August, and I'll be reading a New York based book, so anything that takes place in New York. I'm visiting for my friend's birthday, so if anybody has ideas, I do have one book in mind, but if anybody else has any other ideas for a book based in New York that I can read, let me know. I got that idea from Sarah Caroli. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I probably should, but she read a book based in Boston, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do that for New York. And then also, my friend and I want to start a book club. So basically, the two of us would read a book week by week, and we would update you guys on like where we're at in the book and how we're feeling about the book, and you guys would then read along with us. So let me know if that's something that you guys would kind of be interested in. Right now, I'm gonna get ready for a baby shower, and I thought I would just sit down and chit chat about the book a little bit. But yeah, so now I'm gonna get ready, and I can't wait to talk more about the book. But this morning I did go to a farmer's market, and they put it in the church, like an old church, to save the church because they were just gonna, like, I guess, rehab the building or something. But it was really, really cute. I got bagels, I got a cookie, so I'm very excited about that. Like, it was just very, very cute. It was really fun. And yeah, that's all. It's a pretty chill day. Hopefully I'll get to read some today, but so far I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. I just remembered that basically it goes back and forth between like her happy place, so like good memories, and then to like currently right now. And there's this like part where she first meets Win, and it just feels so realistic and it's so cute. Like, I want this to be made into a movie, like, right now. I'm begging. Oh, Presley wants to say hi. There's, like, just quotes that I've, like, underlined, and here's one. It's like, talking to Win feels like whispering my secrets into a box and shutting it tight. Like, that's so cute. That is just so sweet. Like, this whole book is so sweet so far. Like, it is really sad. There's bits where I'm just like sad for her. Like, it's not sad, but I'm just like sad for her. I don't know why. But now their friends are like getting married this week, so they're really having to hide the fact that they are broken up. But their dynamic is still like kind of like together, like naturally. So I'm curious to see like where this goes. But I thought I would just like say that. Like, it goes between her happy place and real life. Like, that's how the chapters are split up, which I think is cool. Where we are right now currently. They just left like the bookshop and stuff. And they're just going to continue to have a week where they're celebrating their friends, and they're going to get married that week. So they're really having to cover it up, but we haven't even, I don't think we've gotten to like the meat of it yet. So I just thought I'd say that. But yes, so I'm very excited. But I'm going to finish getting ready and then go to this baby shower, and then I'll check back in later. I just read chapter 10, and that's the scene where they are in the wine cellar. I forgot to preface that it's a little bit now. I got home like a while ago from the baby shower, and I just wanted to chill and just veg. But I read chapter 10. Crazy. They're trapped in this wine cellar together, and there's just so much emotion, and they just still have so much want for each other, but like can't bring themselves to like just like talk about it and like fully open up. They're so closed off towards each other, even though they've known each other for so long. The anxieties of Win coming out, and like Harriet having to like console him, it was just crazy, and I just love them, and I want the best for them. It's not chapter 10, that was chapter 11. I'm so sorry. Chapter 10 is when they were all still at the store, and then they were set to like go to the wine cellar, and then they get trapped down there. Chapter 11, she's trying to calm him down and stuff, and they remember the last time that they were in the wine cellar together, and they were hiding in there, and that was like the first time that they were like alone together and actually like had a moment, and they realized that they liked each other. But now I'm on chapter 12. I'm gonna read some before I go to bed. I don't work tomorrow, so I am going to just have a chill day and try and read and get through this, and I will take you guys along with me. But yeah, I had a great time at the baby shower. I also talked to my cousin's fiance. She watched my video. She watched my last video, and it made me so happy to see that I was like somewhat validated in like making a YouTube video. And my aunt watched it too, which I was so excited about. But I really hope that I can, you know, keep making videos. I feel like this is really fun. So I'm very, very excited that they watched those videos. I'm just like so happy that they liked them. I'm just gonna keep reading for the night, and then I'll come back and check in the morning or some point tomorrow. But yeah, I will see you guys next. Good morning, guys. So I'm currently on chapter 16, and I just love this friend group so much. They are so perfect for each other. It's like they all need each other in some certain way, and I think it's really sweet. We just finished, hello, we just finished at the scene where they were all out at the bar and her and Win are kind of like going at it against each other, and even though they are feuding, they still like are so wonderful to each other, and they're still great friends to each other. And her friends just all are needed in some specific way. Like, I don't feel like this book needs to not have a character in it. I think they all are so perfect for each other. Presley! I think it's pretty refreshing because sometimes I read books and I'm like, I don't understand how these people are friends. Like, to me, these are my besties. Like, these are my best friends. Like, I love every single person in this book. I'm really having a great time with this book, and I don't want to give it anything away, but I feel like this is going to be like a 5-star. And I can't get him to relax right now, so he is just hanging out with us. Got breakfast with Jack, and I think later today we're going to go for a bike ride, but I don't know yet. And Presley and I are going to hang out, and I'm just going to read some more today, probably clean up, but I'll bring you guys along with me. And yeah, I'm in love with this book right now, and this is so great. And now they all picked something that they want to do this week as their like last week in the cottage, and without any expectations, but to have something that they can do or they can eat or they can see that needs to happen for them to have a good week. So that's the only expectations that they're giving for themselves now. And I think that's a pretty cool concept. It's like one person needed that, like Sabrina needed that closure for herself, and they all came together to support her in some sort of way, which I thought was sweet. So again, it comes back to my point, like they all need each other. So I'm going to continue reading. Presley and I are just going to hang out. So you guys will be coming along. Okay, so it's been a couple hours. I've just been relaxing and doing some reading. I'm not going to the beach today. I'm going to go tomorrow. And I'm excited because then I get to read my book on the beach. Instead, I'm gonna go to the store right now and get stuff to make eggplant parm tonight. So hopefully I could document some of that. I've been really getting into cooking recently, and I got the Wishbone Kitchen cookbook, and her recipes are just to die for, like so yummy. If you ever get the book, try the spicy honey nut squash recipe. It's like a noodle recipe, and it is phenomenal. I'm gonna go to Whole Foods and get some stuff for that. And I'm on chapter 16 right now. So, or no, chapter 17. I've only read a little bit. I've just been relaxing. Just want this book to be a movie now. So I'm just like picturing this book, and it's like a movie in my head. I like can't get over it. But yeah, let's go to Whole Foods now. So I put my marinara sauce in the oven, and I continued to read for a bit. It has to sit in the oven for like 2.5 hours, so I just spent that time like reading on the couch. I just finished chapter 18, and I thought I would talk about it because in chapter 17 we got to see her visit his childhood home for the first time, like in her happy place chapters, and it was just the sweetest thing ever. Her relationship with his sisters, his parents, like it was so sweet, and it was like insight into how Win is. Like he is such like a family person. He's so well-rounded and just a homebody, and you can tell that. And so when in their past chapters, when he was like, if I could have any life that I would do instead of this one, it would be the life that I left. Like he would want to live back at home again. And it was just nice to see like why. It's because his home life is just so wonderful and so beautiful. And I took a video of it, but there is a quote in here that's like, home, I think, that's new, but it's not. It's been growing there for a while, this new room in my heart, this space just for Win that I carry with me everywhere I go. Like, he is her home, he is her happy place, and specific events with her friends are her happy place. Like, it's not necessarily a place, it's him or her friends, which I think is sweet, and you get to see that in this scene where she is at his childhood home talking to Gloria and Hank. And past chapter, in chapter 18, when they're in real life, they're outside in the arcade like talking, they're bonding again. It almost feels like they're learning about each other once more. Like even though they've known each other for so long, it's like they get to learn about what the other one likes, or just the writing in it. I wanted to underline like every single thing. And they're talking about like how he's so happy living back at home, even though his dad passed away. He gets to stay with his mom. Like it is like when he said, I wanted to live that life again, and he did. Like he got to go home and be with his family where he's like really, really happy, and that's his happy place. And you can kind of see that Harriet is Win's happy place as well in the way that they're talking, but he's not letting himself realize that yet, I think. So I can't find myself putting this book down. Like it is just that good. It's taken me a while to get through because I want to underline as much as possible because it is just so beautifully written, but it is so good. I just continue reading and keep cooking, and I'm really excited for this eggplant bond. Hopefully I'll get a shot of that for you guys. Okay guys, it's well into the evening now. We ate dinner. It was great. I'm so happy, but I will say, don't make that recipe if you are on a time crunch, because it literally took me until noon, till 6:30 for it to be like completely finished. So definitely don't make that just like on a whim. Again, I'm like a little more than halfway through, and it is going to be a 5-star. I can just feel it. But I just read the scene where they're at the fair, like the lobster fest, and they're on the Ferris wheel, and her and Win are just talking, and it almost feels like time didn't pass for them. Like it did, but he still cares so much for her, and she still cares so much for him, and you could just tell. Like just by the way that they speak to each other, he's so respectful and he genuinely cares. Also, again, I talk about their friend group a lot, but like Leo has a purpose, Kimmy has a purpose, Sabrina has a purpose, Parth has a purpose. Like they all just fall so intertwined with each other, and I just love it. It's so realistic, and it makes me want to be friends with them. It was just so cute, and like Cleo making all of them jump in the pool once they got back was just like the sweetest thing in the whole world. Like it made me want to be there. Like I just wanted to be a part of that friend group. Win and Harriet like coming back from the Ferris wheel and stuff, like they were still like I want them back together so bad, and I think they want it too, but like they don't know exactly how to go about that, because I think both of them think that the other person does not want it. Great quotes in here that I like loved. And there's one in particular in chapter 19, when they're all jumping in the pool. It says, "And I don't feel young. I feel alive, jolted awake, my skin, muscles, organs, bones, all somehow more concrete here." I love that. This writing, I feel so like connected to it somehow. I don't know how to explain it. I love this book and I can't wait to keep reading it. I think it is such like a cozy read, like such a cozy book that it reminds you of like your friends. It reminds you of like your loved ones. Like, even though it is like a love story, it like makes you want to like just call up a friend and be like, "Hey, miss you. Let's have like a fun trip like they do." We are back on a happy place chapter. I typically like to stop at the happy place chapters and like update you guys whenever I can. And we're at the part where they all picked something that they wanted to do on this trip. And I think Harriet has picked Win as something that she wants to accomplish. She wants to fall back in love with him again. Hello, you guys. So we're back. It's the next day. I just went to work and then I just came back home. But I have read the chapter where he proposed to her, and it was just like the sweetest thing in the whole entire world. Like, obviously it's a past chapter, so happy place chapter, but it was just so cute, and it was so them, like eating Chinese food takeout afterwards. Like, it was just so sweet, and you got to see more of their relationship and how good their relationship was. And I just miss them. Like, I want them to get back to where they were. And then after that, we read the chapter. She introduced her parents to Win for the first time, and it was really sad. Seeing her home life, and it's not necessarily bad, but it's also not necessarily good. Like, she's not treated like how his family treated him when they went to go visit his family, which made me kind of sad. They're not as loving as Win's family, and it makes sense as to why she turned out the way she did. Like, she is so loving, so caring, because she never got that, and she was so scared that she wasn't going to be able to be that loving and caring for Win. And so at the end of the chapter, she was like, "I want you to, you know, let me go if I'm not making you happy. I don't want to make you happy. I don't want to make you miserable." And he was like, "That could never happen. That will never happen." But it, like, inevitably, for some reason, he did break up with her. And I hope that we get to that chapter soon, because I really want to know why they broke up. And I want them back together so bad. And I think that in the real life chapter that I also read, I think it's like chapter 22 or so, you can tell they miss each other. They want each other back. They haven't seen each other in so long. And I think it really shows their progression from being on this trip. Side note, but I'm really worried about Cleo. Like, I want her to be good. Like, I want her to be happy. And she seems very stressed with her farm. And I really want her to not be stressed with her farm. It's really making me sad. I feel bad for our girl. I'm gonna keep reading today. Hopefully get through the majority of it today and then finish it tomorrow, because I want to start a new book and also start the book club book that I'm doing with Annabelle. So I'm gonna plan that today, and we'll see. We're reading The Wedding People, so if you guys want to read along, you can read with us. And tomorrow will talk about the schedule that we're going to be reading, and I'll be uploading videos in that schedule of when we have read those things. So those will drop, and then we can chat about it. Now I'm going to go over to Jack's. I think we're going to go for a bike ride to the beach and just hang out and hopefully read some. We'll see. I'll take you guys along with me. It is so hot outside, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this bike ride right now, but fingers crossed. I have a feeling this bike ride may not happen, but we'll see. Maybe we'll go for a bike ride. I hope we go for a bike ride. next day now. We tried to go for a bike ride yesterday and that didn't work out because my bike had a flat tire. I didn't realize, I'm like biking, I'm like, what's going on? Like, it feels a little bit funky, like I'm going really slow. And Jack was like, oh, you have a flat tire. I was like, oh, great, yeah. To be honest, I really didn't want to ride a bike yesterday. It was so hot out and I felt like I was dying already. Like, and it was like, we were just down the street, so. And we've done this bike ride before on Valentine's Day. We did a really long bike ride. So I know I can do it. It's just so hot. We are on chapter 29 of this book this morning. A little more than like 100 pages left. And I really want to finish it today so then we can talk about it in the afternoon. Work right now. And then I'll come back and we will talk about the book some more. And then I'm starting my book club with Annabelle. It's gonna be a book club for like me and you guys and Annabelle, and it's a way for me and Annabelle to like read a book together even when she's like gone. I will be announcing that at the end of this video and you guys can follow along with us and read the book at the same time with us. So I'm very excited for that. We just read the chapter where Harriet and Win broke up after Hank died. And that was the saddest chapter I've ever read, like in any book. Just the way that it was written, it didn't feel rushed. It was quick and it was concise, but it was not rushed at all. Like the way she described it, so beautiful, even though it was so sad. Like, again, it didn't feel rushed, but it was like a quick explanation of what happened and just the way that they grew apart through grief and how they both were dealing with such intense grief and couldn't be there for one another was just very human. I think a lot of people could see themselves in this chapter and it made me really sad. But now we're back in the real life chapters. They are slowly coming back to each other, I believe, and I really want them to be back together and like talk and like be like, just like come to a consensus. Like, I know that these people care for each other so much. It's just like, I did not realize their grief was so heavy, and that makes like everything so different. We're just gonna keep reading. We're gonna finish this book today, start the wedding people for the book club with Annabelle. And then I'm also going to, at the same time, be buddy reading My Friends by Frederick Bachman with my mom. And I'm very excited for that because I think she'll really like that book. I'm just gonna go to work, come back, finish reading, and then we'll chat. I'm so excited to finish this book. I feel like it's gonna be so good. And I want to read more Emily Henry after this. So here I am filming this again, but I finished the book and it was gut-wrenching. It was beautiful. 5 stars. I'm gonna give it a 6. It was just wonderful. One of the most beautiful books I've read in a very long time. The last time I talked to you, we talked about how it was the chapter where they broke up after Hank had died, and then it jumped back into the real life where things kind of blew up and everybody was getting into fights. We found out that Cleo was pregnant and Sabrina was feeling left out and she was just missing everybody, and it was really sad. And then Harriet and Win bond at the ceramic studio was really sweet, and like being a ceramic artist myself, it was a very beautiful chapter and I hold that like very close to my heart. Like, it was just so beautifully written, so well done. Like the conversation between the two of them after she was like, I don't know what I want to do, like I'm not happy. She was like, I want to be with you. Seeing her relationship continue to build with Sabrina and with Cleo, and like that reconnection was just so magical and like so sweet. You know, her like running back to Win at the airport and being like, I know exactly what I want now. I want to be with you. I want to live a happy life, and I don't care about being a brain surgeon anymore. Like, I need to stop doing stuff to make other people proud of me, and I just want to be happy. And it was just so well done. Like, the end of it was kind of fast-paced, but in the most perfect way possible and the most concise way, but never rushed. Like, it was not rushed at all, and I just feel like it was the perfect ending to this book. Like, this book could do no wrong. Like, it literally was perfect. Every single character was like so necessary to this story. I would just recommend this to literally anybody who would love like a fun emotional read. Like, this is a book that would like change your outlook on life. Like, this will forever be like ingrained in my head. I feel like it's just so good. Now I'm going to talk about the book club book. I'm going to be reading The Wedding People. We're going to be reading it for the month of August, and I'm going to have update videos on the 9th and the 16th and the 23rd. So for the 9th, we're going to do the first 7 chapters and a little chat about that, and it'll be me talking about it, and I'm going to get Annabelle to text over some opinions of those first 7 chapters. 16th will be the next 7 chapters, and then the 23rd will be the last 7 chapters, and that will be the end of the book and the final recap. And then the 30th will be the final one with Annabelle, and we're going to just be talking about the whole book, our feelings about the characters, our feeling about the books, the pacing, all of that jazz. It's just going to be a sit-down session with me and Annabelle, and we're going to be talking about it, and I'm very excited for that. So in the month of August, I'm going to be reading My Friends by Fredrik Backman, and I'm very excited for that as well. So stay tuned for that. And then I don't know what else I'm going to read. I'm very excited to see what the month of August holds. But yeah, maybe we'll read another Emily Henry book in the month of August. I'm not sure yet, but I definitely want to read My Friends. We're going to read The Wedding People. We're going to read that together. And then we'll get into some other stuff. I'm very excited to see what exactly happens. By the time you see this, I have already started reading The Wedding People, and then keep an eye out for the book club video on August 9th, because that will be up by then, and then you guys can comment and just talk about all of your opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I had so much fun making it. I think it might be a shorter one, just because this did take me only like a few days to finish. I feel like it was a lot quicker than some of my other books took to finish. Hope you guys enjoyed it regardless, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!